August 4th, 1984. Prior to the race.
Do a nice job now.
88, 46, 35, 48, and 60. That's the first charge heat. Let's bring them down into tunnel.
Round of the evening. It'll be a 12-lap qualifying event for the Charger division. It's slated to start on the pin. Driving the number 84 is Pal Aliota. Alongside, in the number 42, is John Flores. Row number 2, inside lane. Driving the number 49 from Providence, Frank Peluso. And alongside, in the number 82, Mike Simpson. 3 rows back inside lane. Celebrating his birthday, driver of the number 40, Jeff Kazmersky. And alongside, in the Dutcher Motors number 77 out of West Bridgewater is Jimmy Kuhn. Row number 4 on the inside, going to the number 4 of Pete Wilson Jr. out of Foster, Rhode Island. And alongside him in the number 5 is Ed Harrington. The 5th row in the number 43 from Tiverton, Carl Medeiros. And alongside in the Bargain Auto Sales number 15 is Dan Gorton. Row number 6 inside, the Jim Connors number 2, the driver Dennis Dupree from Middleborough. And alongside in the Carl's East Coast Speed number 88 from Warwick is Dave Sylvia. Row number 7 inside lane, the DMP Sons General Contractors number 46 of Ron Pettis. And alongside Pettis in the number 35 is Brad Frazier. 8th and final row inside lane, the number 48 of Paul Verras and the number 60 of Bob Patriquin. That is your starting lineup for the first qualifying event of the evening for the Charger division. Qualifying round, green flag is down, they're underway. Dan Gorton, the number 15, spins on the initial start. John Flores in the number 42 has moved out in front. John Flores and Jeff Kazmersky 1-2. Midway through the event, followed by the number 82 of Mike Simpson. Jimmy Kuhn in the number 77, Rodden in 4th spot. The 15 of Dan Gorton is a lapped car. Then we've got the number 88 of Carl Sylvia. Trouble on the home stretch, and we go to caution. The number 4, Pete Wilson Jr., hooking up with the number 88 of Dave Sylvia, and that brings out the first caution flag of the evening. Halfway marker coming down on the field, Jeff Kazmersky in the number 40 out in front. He sets the pace. Battle for second right now, Mike Simpson, the number 82, up alongside the 42 with John Flores. And Juan Pettis in the number 46 comes on in to tuck in 4th spot. Jimmy Kuhn driving the number 77, rides in 5th, followed by Carl Medeiros in the number 43. Flores continues to ride on the inside of Simpson. Side by side and wheel to wheel, they battle for second. The laps continuing to mark off. And at the line this time by John Flores. Looks like he's picked up the spot in 2. Simpson a little bit too high. And Ron Pettis moves up into 3rd, but we're going to caution. remain. Jeff Kazmierski in control. The number 40 moves out. Green flag is down. They're underway. And Kazmierski out in front in the number 40. He sets the pace. Mike Simpson right behind in the number 82. A 2-lap marker coming down on the field this time by. White flag waving. Kazmierski coming home. The battle for second spot. Ron Pettis in the number 46 has moved on in. Mike Simpson right now riding in third. Checkered flag is down. Battle is for fourth. There you have it. First qualifying event of the evening has been completed. Taking the victory in the number 40, Jeff Kazmierski. Runner-up spot going to the number 46 of Ron Pettis. Third in the number 82, Mike Simpson. Fourth spot, the number 42, John Flores. And in fifth, the number 77 of Jimmy Kuhn. In the second qualifying round, that of the Charger division. In the number 17 is Eric Besma. Outside the pole row in the number 79 is Sean McNeil. Row number 2 inside lane in the number 37 is Bob Mason. And alongside in the number 3 is Dave Bergman. Row number 3 inside in the number 56 Linwood Cohen. And alongside in the number 69 Mickey Poitras. The fourth row, Roy Devereux in the number L1, and alongside in the number 26, Dave Blanchette. The fifth row, the number 7 is Wayne Sylvia, and alongside Sylvia, one feature win on the season, driver of the number 29, Ken Kudamash. Row number 6, the 81 of Jimmy Lee out of Fall River, and in the number 27, Jed Round. Row number 7, Bob Santos Jr. out of Midwest, Massachusetts. And in the number 30 is Freddie Estelle Jr. The eighth row, Joe Fernandez in the number 25. And alongside, Ken Betancourt in the number 45. Slated to go scratch on the field in the number 83 is Mike Alvarez. They pick up speed in between 3 and 4. Green flag is down. They are underway. Sean McNeil, the number 79, out in front. Dave Bergman in the number 3, riding in second spot. Currently riding in third is Bob Mason in the number 37, but he goes way high. In 4, makes contact with a retaining wall, turns the black walls to white walls, but manages to continue on in a forward direction. But there's additional trouble down in 2. Freddie Estelle Jr. and Jed Round have come together, and that brings out the first caution flag of the event. The best short track drivers in the country will be matching their skills against many of the Wiston Cup elite in the Miller Time 300 late model sportsman event to be held on Saturday. Coming between 3 and 4, green flag is down, and they are underway. the number 26. Dave Blanchard out in front, but we've got Jed Round and Roy Devereaux who got together down in turn number 1. We'll see if they can right those cars and stay under a green flag. Blanchard still out in front. Bergman riding in second spot with the number 3. Black flag down on the number 83 of Mike Alvarez. Sean McNeil, a problem with the number 79. Caution flag is due. Jed Round in the number 27, coming to a halt in between turns 3 and 4. He was involved in a skirmish with the number L1 of Roy Devereaux. That resulted down in turn number 1. He was able to get it up into between 3 and 4 on his way to the pit area. But then the car came to a halt. It would go no farther. They pick up speed in between 3 and 4, looking for the restart to come. Green flag is down. They're underway. On the restart, Ken Kudamash races up alongside Dave Blanchard. Jimmy Lee goes all the way around 360 degrees in the number 81. But the car refires. We stay under the green. Halfway marker down on the field. Halfway marker is down. It's still Dave Blanchard out in front. Ken Kudamash and Dave Bergman right behind. Two-lap marker on the field. Blanchard in heavy traffic, continuing to hold back the charges of Ken Kudamash. Dave Bergman in the number 3, continuing to ride in third. White flag is down. The field on the final lap. Bergman in trouble. Cloud of smoke bellowing out of the car. Blanchard for the win. Kudamash the runner-up. Victory going to the number 26 of Dave Blanchard. Runner-up spot, the number 29, Ken Kudamash. Dave Bergman was riding in third spot with the number 3. And going down the backstretch on the final lap, you could see the car erupted in smoke and gave way and cost him a finishing position. Third going to the number 30 of Freddie Estelle Jr. Fourth spot, the number 56 of Linwood Cohen. And rounding out the top 5, Dave Harrison in the number 7. First of 2 qualified rounds for the mini stock division. Slated to go on the pin in the number 8 is Mike Casey. Outside the pole row in the number 2, Frank Betancourt out of Warren, Rhode Island. Row number 2 inside lane in the number 7, Ed St. Angelo. And alongside in the Gangplank restaurant number 42, Ed Holowak. Row number 3, the number 47, one feature win on the season, Billy Tibberts. Alongside in the AC Lumber number 77 out of Swansea is Bernie Miranda. The 4th row, the number 3X, Hake Saragana. And alongside in the GNR Distributing number 26 from Plymouth is Glenn Cabral. Another single feature winner in the Bug Stevens Freetown Auto number 9 from Stoughton, Mass. In the number 9, Bob Fitzpatrick. And alongside in the number 8X is Dave Nolan. Next we have the LaRusso, number 15, with Tony LaRusso behind the wheel, and alongside in the number 12, Dick Holohan. That, your starting lineup for start to come this time around. Mike Casey in the number 8 sets the pace. Betancourt alongside in the number 2. Green flag is down. They're underway. Mike Casey, Ed Holowak, the 8 and the 42, racing up in front. They're followed by Tibbetts and Eddie St. Angelo. Holowak in trouble, out of shape in turn number 1. Keeps the car running, drops down onto the apron, and rejoins the field. The battle up in front. St. Angelo and Tibbetts, 1-2. Smoke pours out of the number 2 of Frank Betancourt, and we go to caution. A cloud of smoke erupted from under the hood of the number 2 of Frank Betancourt. And that brought out the caution flag. Eddie St. Angelo side by side in the pole row. Green flag is down, they're underway. Caution flag down, no start. Field once again in shape. Looking for the restart. Green flag is down. This time they look good. Ed St. Angelo in the number 7 is taking over the lead. Billy Tibbetts in the number 47 down in the second spot. Ed Cataldo, the number 775, riding in third, followed by Hank Serragano and Glenn Cabral. Jake Houlihan in the number 12 has now moved on up into 5th spot. Halfway marker is down. It's St. Angelo in command. Cataldo in the 775. Riding in second spot. Houlihan has moved on up in the 3rd. Bob Fitzpatrick in the number 9. Now taking over 4th from Serragano. Two-lap marker down on the field. 2 laps to go. Houlihan and the number 12. Up alongside Cataldo as the white flag is waving. But it's Eddie St. Angelo in command. Ed Holowak in the number 42 has spun down in turn number 4, and the yellow flag is being displayed. The event to be declared complete as the red and checker are being shown, and the number 7, Eddie St. Angelo, to take home the victory in this, the 3rd event of the evening, first of 2 qualifying rounds for the mini stock division. Top 5 finishing positions. The number 7, Ed St. Angelo in for the victory. The 775, Ed Cataldo, the runner-up spot. The number 12, Dick Houlihan in for third. Fourth spot going to the number 9 of Bob Fitzpatrick. And finishing in fifth, the number 3X of Hank Saragano. Schedule a stack up as follows. On the pin, in the number 4, C.J. Robinson. Outside the pole row in the number 64 is Sam Perazzo. Row number 2 inside, going to Steve Paquette in the number 17, and alongside Paquette in the number 21, Rick Savory. The third row in the Bristol County Auto Body number 52 from Tiverton, Art Miranda, and alongside in the number 27 out of Mendon, Steve Channing. The fourth row, the number 22, Dave Peck. And in the Raynham Leasing, number 6, Ronnie St. Ives, starting 8th. The fifth row, Daryl Smith in the number 39. And in the number 72 is Lee Ward. The sixth row, Dick DuBois in the number 75. And in the number K2, Kevin O'Loughlin. For Rick Savory, the number 21. Your pole row, they're side by side. Looking for the start in 4. Green flag is down, they're underway. At the drop of the green, the number 21, Rick Savory, moves out in front. Sam Perazzo with the number 64 drops back to second. Ronnie St. Ives quickly up to third with the number 6. Followed by Steve Paquette and Lee Ward in the number 72. Outside line on the move, Ronnie St. Ives in the number 6. Works up to the outside of the Rick Savory, your leader. In 1 and 2, St. Ives has got the top spot. Lee Ward in the number 72 now trying to battle with both the 64 of Sam Perazzo and the number 21 of Rick Savory to take over second. He's got Sam Stern right behind in the number 09, followed by Daryl Smith and Paquette. Down the backstretch, Ward moves underneath Savory. Halfway marker is down. Lee Ward wanted in second. Sam Stern on the move in the 09. It's St. Ives on top. The battle is for second place. Lee Ward's got the spot. Sam Stern takes it away at the line. Two-lap marker coming down on the field. 2 laps to go. White flag waving on Ronnie St. Ives. Sam Stern, Lee Ward, Daryl Smith, and Rick Savory. The field on the final lap. Checkered flag is out. St. Ives in for the win. And there you have it, Ronnie St. Ives in the number 6, taking the victory in the second qualifying round for the mini stock division. Runner-up spot going to the 09 is Sam Stern. Third to the number 72 of Lee Ward. Fourth spot, Daryl Smith in the number 39. And fifth to Rick Savory in the number 21. 9 heats for the Pro Stock late models. On the pole in the number 15, the King Richard Auto Sales machine of Dave Resendiz. Outside the pole row in the RC chassis, number 92, Greg Lessard. Row number 2, inside the Lemire's Auto Body number 61, Ron LaPerche. And in the Eddie Chevrolet number 21, Joey Cerullo starting 4th. Row number 3, inside from Holbrook, the custom auto machine number 27 of Barry Shaw. And alongside Shaw in the home service, number 5 from Warwick, Ed Flash Flanagan. The 4th row inside lane in car number 7, being driven tonight by Len Ellis. And alongside in the Auto Glass Works number 11 from Acushnet, Jack Scott. The 5th row, the Westport Auto Parts number 14, 1 win on the season from Westport, Rick Martin. And alongside Martin, the defending track champion and current point standing leader in the Centerline Precision Manufacturing number 6 out of Warwick, Norm Holden.
The 32's out there too.
6th and final row, driving the number 20 will be Tracy Harrigan. And starting 12th on the field, are you ready? And the Pete Wilson number 4, Carl Bugsy Stevens. And added to the lineup in the number 32, George Gould. First of 2 qualifying events for the Pro Stock late models. Green flag is down, they're underway. Greg Lessard out in front in the number 92. Joe Cerullo in the number 21, wanted in 2nd spot. The 15, Dave Resendiz up to 3rd. Ed Flash Flanagan in the number 5 has now moved on up in the 3rd spot. Martin, Resendiz, and Jack Scott 3 wide. Bugsy Stevens in the number 4 has moved his way on up into position number 8. The halfway marker is down. Rick Martin now the outside of Flanagan. The laps continuing to take off. Stevens tries the outside of Resendiz going down the box chute. Stevens picks up the spot and moves into 7th. Greg Lessard still in command. Two lap marker is down. 2 laps to go. White flag waving this time around on Greg Lessard, Joey Cerullo, and Rick Martin. Checkered flag waving, Lessard takes the win. There you have it, feature winner last Saturday night, taking the victory in the first qualifying round of the evening tonight. Driving the number 92, Greg Lessard. Runner-up spot, Joey Cerullo in the number 21. 3rd, Norm Holden in the number 6. 4th spot, Rick Martin in the number 14. Fifth to the number 11 of Jack Scott. Sixth spot, the number 5 of Flash Flanagan. Seventh, the number 4X of Bug Stevens. And eighth going to the number 15 of Dave Resendiz. Second qualifying round of the evening. Scheduled to start on the pin in the number 17, Steve Gustafson. Outside the pole row in the number 44 from Bridgewater is Jim Rosenfield. Row number 2 on the inside from East Taunton in the number 88 is Bob Gallagher. And alongside Gallagher in the Al Cerrone Oldsmobile number 40 is Ray Lee out of Attleboro. The third row in the number 16, Frank Carpenter. And alongside Carpenter in the Lenny's Auto Body number 0 is Tim Carroll. The fourth row, driving the Nason Quaker State Oil Company number 74 is Charlie Perry. And slated to go alongside Perry in the number 8 tonight will be Pete Wilson. The fifth row, inside lane, the number 36 from Warwick, Don Dione. And alongside Dione in the statewide auto sales 00 is Rich Carpaco. The sixth row, inside lane, the number 77 of Roy Hautala out of Halifax. And alongside in the number 47 is Steve Dumas. Slated to go scratch on the field in the 05 is Steve Humphrey. That's your lineup for the second Pro Stock qualifying event of the evening. Once again, the distance will be 12 laps. Don't forget that big special on Seekonk Speedway hats tonight. They are available for $1 off the regular price. Regularly priced at $6 tonight, just $5. The supply is limited, and this will be the final shipment for 1984. So if you haven't picked up yours as yet, don't be left out. Step down in turn number 1 and pick up your 1984 Seekonk Speedway hat before the supply is diminished. We have several cars in the parking lot that must be moved immediately. First, Rhode Island registration, PA 72. Rhode Island again, EA 475. Commercial registration 97186. And Massachusetts registration 301 EGL. Your lights are on. Green flag is down, they're underway. No start, caution flag being displayed. Field out of shape. They'll bring him around for one more try. Field in shape. They'll bring him around one more time. Looking for the green. Green unfolds, they're underway. Ray Lee, Jimmy Rosenfield racing for the lead. Lee has got the spot. Frank Carpenter in the number 16. Moves on up in the second spot. Rosenfield continues to ride in third. Pete Wilson is fourth in the number 4. It's really in command. Frank Carpenter, Jimmy Rosenfield, Pete Wilson, and now Bob Gallagher, followed by Don Dione. It's really in command. Lee on top. Gallagher in second spot. Rosenfield continuing to ride in third. Wilson is fourth. Dione has now moved on up into fifth. It's still Rayleigh in command. Frank Carpenter in position number 2. Pete Wilson is third. The halfway marker is down. Halfway marker down on the field. Carpenter trying to close up on Roy Lee. Frank Carpenter and Ray Lee continuing to dice it out. And Don Dione, a problem on the number 36. The battle is up in front. Carpenter on the inside groove, trying to take over the lead down the backstretch. Frank Carpenter moves out in front. Pete Wilson on the inside looking for second. 2-lap marker is down. This time around the field on the final lap, it's Carpenter. Wilson and Lee get together. Both cars down on the apron. Checkered flag waving, Frank Carpenter in for the win. Unofficial top 5, Frank Carpenter in for the victory in the number 16. The 0, Tim Carroll, the runner-up spot, 3rd. To the number 4 of Pete Wilson, Jimmy Rosenfield, 4th. With the number 44. 5th spot, Ray Lee in the number 40. And 6th, the double 0 of Rich Carpaco. Runner at you inside, the number 7 of Ed St. Angelo. And starting 4th in the number 21, Rick Savory. The 3rd row, the number 52, Art Miranda. And alongside Miranda in the number 27, Steve Channing. 4 rows back, inside lane, going to the number 22 of Dave Peck. And alongside Peck in the number 3X is Hank Saragano. Row number 5, Ronnie St. Ives, heat winner tonight in the number 6. And alongside in the number 26, Glenn Cabral. 6 rows back inside lane, the number 39 of Darrell Smith. And alongside Smith driving car number 9 is Bob Fitzpatrick. 7 rows back on the inside, 2-time feature winner this season in the number 72, Lee Ward. And alongside Ward in the number 8 is Mike Casey. The 8th row, the number 8X is Dave Mullen. And alongside Mullen, driving the number 75, Dick Dubois. Starting on the inside of the 9th row, the 775 is Ed Cataldo. And alongside Cataldo in the 09, Sam Stern. The 10th row, inside to the number 12, Dick Houlihan. And alongside Houlihan, Ken O'Loughlin in the number K2. The 11th row, in the number 15, Tony LaRusso. And alongside LaRusso in the number 4 is CJ Robinson. The 12th row, Ed Holowak in the number 42. And alongside Holowak in the number 47, Billy Tibberts. Slated to go scratch on the field in the number 77, Bernie Miranda. That is your starting lineup for the first of 3 feature events of the evening, the 20-lapper for the mini stocks. Hall goes trackside. Somebody out of position, they'll try to spot them into their correct starting berth, and then we will go to the green. Lap feature round for the minis. Steve Paquette on the pin in the number 17. Ed St. Angelo alongside. Green flag is down there, underway. Ed St. Angelo moves out front with the number 7. Paquette right behind in the number 17. The battle for 3rd going to the number 6 of Ronnie St. Ives. St. Ives on the move. Now goes Paquette and moves up into 2nd. It's St. Angelo, St. Ives, and Darrell Smith in the number 39, running 1, 2, 3. Back to fourth. Rick Savory is fifth. Bob Fitzpatrick next to line, followed by the number 22 of Dave Peck. The number 4, C.J. Robinson, out of shape in turn number 4. St. Ives has closed the distance on the number 7 of Eddie St. Angelo, and a battle for the lead starts to develop. It's still St. Angelo in command. St. Ives right behind. Darrell Smith is third. Bob Fitzpatrick has now moved up to fourth. Sam Stearns in the number 09, going by the line, moves into fifth spot. Halfway marker down on the field. The halfway marker is down. St. Angelo in traffic. St. Ives right behind, and they follow through. St. Angelo has had mechanical difficulties all season long, but tonight the number 7 seems to be running flawlessly. St. Ives, however, glued right to the rear bumper with the number 6. Then it's Tibbers, Sam Stern, and Bob Fitzpatrick rounded out the top 5. Black flag down on the number 64. Of Sam Perazzo. 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go. St. Angelo now starting to open up a margin over the second place runner, Monty St. Ives. Sam Stern continues to ride in third, trailed by Bob Fitzpatrick in the number 9 and the 39 of Darrell Smith. Your leaders still in heavy traffic. A beautiful feature round as 2 laps remain. 2 laps to go. White flag down on St. Angelo. The battle for second to go to the wire. Sam Stearns and Ron St. Ives. The 09 of Stearns has moved on in. He takes second. St. Ives is third. All season long, the number 7 of Ed St. Angelo has shown that it has the potential to be the class of the field. However, on each subsequent occasion, whether it was a heat race or a feature event, when he was out in front, mechanical problems stepped in and sidelined the popular local driver Eddie St. Angelo from Victory Lane. Tonight, however, is the exception. He climbs out of the car late under the green. the victory celebration ensuing trackside. This, the first of 3 feature events on the evening. Coming up next will be the 20-lapper for the Charger division. And then, of course, will be the big one, the 50-lap. Be 20 laps. It is for the Charger division. They're slated to start as follows. On the pin in the number 42, John Flores. Outside the pole row, the number 37, Bob Mason. Row number 2, inside lane from Swansea. In the number 56, Linwood Cohen. And alongside in the number 82, Mike Simpson. The third row, the Situate Famous Pizza number 69 of Mickey Portress. And alongside Portress in the Consolidated Concrete number 40, Jeff Kazmersky. Row number 4, inside lane, the Dinos out of Foster, Rhode Island. 5 rows back, inside lane, the D&G Machine Service number 26 of Dave Blanchett. And alongside Blanchett, starting 10th on the field in the number 5 is Ed Harrington. Row number 6 in the inside lane from Warren, Rhode Island, in the number 7, Wayne Sylvia. And alongside Sylvia in the crawling handling equipment, number 29, also from Warwick, is Ken Kudamash. The 7th row, the JT's Restaurant number 81 of Jimmy Lee out of Fall River. And alongside Jimmy Lee in the number 46. From Millis, Massachusetts, in the D&P Sons General Contractors, number 46, Ron Pettis. 8 rows back, inside lane. The Sanford & Sons Auto Parts number 30 from Westport, Freddie Estelle Jr. And alongside Estelle in the Meineke Discount Muffler number 60 is Bob Patriquin. Row number 9, the inside lane, the Carl's East Coast Speed number 88 out of Warwick, Dave Sylvia. And alongside Sylvia in the number L1, Roy Devereaux. The 10th row from Attleboro in the number 84, Paul Aliota. And in the A1 Pizza number 43 out of Tiverton is Carl Medeiros. The 11th row, the Situate Auto Parts number 27 of Jed Round. And alongside Round in the Bargain Auto Sales number 15, Dan Gorton. 12th and final row, inside lane, the number 98 of Bob Santos Jr. And in the number 2, Dennis Dupre. Looking for the start to come. Green flag is down. They are underway. John Flores moves out at the start, but Linwood Cohen in the number 56 quickly takes over the top spot. Mike Simpson in the number 82. A top feature finisher last week has moved on up in the second spot. Flores is third. The number 69, Mickey Portress, riding in fourth, followed by Jeff Kazmersky in the number 40. Mike Simpson, your new leader, in the number 82. Cohen has gone back into second spot. Trouble on the backstretch. Jimmy Kuhn in the number 77 and the number 26 being driven by Blanchett. Coming together on the backstretch. That on lap number 3. We go to caution. Mike Simpson, Linwood Cohen, 1-2. Harrington is third. Freddie Estelle Jr. in the number 30 has moved on up into fourth spot. The number 7, Dave Harrison, riding in fifth. It's still Simpson in command. The outside line on the move. Cohen loose coming off turn number 2. And the number 30 of Freddie Estelle Jr. moves on up into second spot. The number 5, Ed Harrington, out of shape in between 1 and 2, facing the wrong direction. And the caution flag is down. This time caution thrown on lap number 4. Ed Harrington. Green flag is down in 4. They're underway. Freddie Estelle Jr. in the number 30, starting to work away at Simpson. Unable to dive down underneath. He rides in second. Linwood Cohen on the outside groove. It's Simpson and Estelle, 1-2. A battle right now for third. Dave Harrison in the number 7 on the inside of Cohen. Ron Pettis right behind in the number 46. Pettis looking for position number 4. He's got it going down the backstretch. Cohen now falls down in 5th spot with Kudelman 6, Pete Wilson in 7th, and Dave Sylvia riding in 8th. It's still Mike Simpson in command. The number 82 looking for win number 1 on the season. He sets the pace. Lap number 9 to go into the record books, this time by the line. Simpson and Estelle, 1 and 2. Harrison continues to ride in third, but Ron Pettis has moved up to the outside groove, and the halfway marker is down. Halfway marker down on the field. Mike Simpson, Freddie Estelle, Ron Pettis, look out, Simpson is loose, trouble. Simpson gets sideways, tags Pettis. Ken Kudamash, the third car to pile in, and the caution flag is down. Mike Simpson, the number 82, getting tagged from behind. He got out of the groove, lifted up, hit the number 46 of Juan Pettis, who was riding the outside lane. And then the number 29, Ken Kudamash, ran out of racing room, and he became the third car to get involved in the accident situation. And this all happening at the halfway point as 10 laps have been completed. 10 complete, 10 laps remain. It's Jimmy Lee in the number 81 and the number 40, Jeff Kazmersky, getting together. And again, under caution, the number 81, Jimmy Lee, into the pit area. The number 40, Jeff Kazmersky, went into the retaining wall after hooking up with Lee. And the track wrecker moving out to pick up the 40 of Kazmersky. So still holding at the halfway point on the restart. It was the number 56 of Linwood Cohen who took the advantage and moved into the number 1 spot over the number 7 of Dave Harrison. But once again, on this restart, they will be side by side. Looking for the restart to come. Harrison in command. Green flag is down there, underway. This time on the restart, Dave Harrison moves out in front. Trouble in the back of the pack. Jimmy Lee and Dan Gorton get together in turn 2. And again, under caution, still at the halfway mark. 2 cars involved. The number 15 of Dan Gorton and the number 81 of Jimmy Lee. Trouble on the home stretch. The number 30 of Freddie Estelle getting tagged by the number 69 of Mickey Poitras. And Estelle has got a flat right front tire on the number 30. A bumper off the number 69 of Mickey Poitras. And Estelle goes into the pit area. Third car involved was the number 37 of Bob Mason. So having a tough time getting past lap number 10 in this 20-lap feature round. A lot of debris scattered on the home stretch. Track crew out there picking it up now. We have a set of keys that have been turned in to the booth. Their car keys. Mickey Poitras, the number 69, heads into the infield. Dave Harrison, your leader, in the number 7. followed by Dave Sylvia. Pete Wilson Jr. in the number 4. Sylvia in the number 88 looks to the outside lane, trying to move in and take over the top spot. Trouble now down in between 1 and 2. Linwood Cohen, the number 56, the 4 of Wilson, and Bob Patrick in the number 60, the 3 cars involved. And coming out of the pits, the number 30, Freddie Estelle Jr. Green flag is down, they're underway. The number 7, Dave Harrison, out in front. Carl Sylvia, the number 88, right behind. He rides in second. Dave Blanchette and the number 27 of Jed Round, right behind. 5 laps to go. 5 lap marker is down. And Dave Blanchard in the number 26 has taken over the lead. Harrison has moved back into second spot. Jed Round with the number 27 third. Dave Sylvia fourth in the number 88. Fifth spot, the number 7, your early leader, Dave Harrison. Jed Round in the number 27 looks to the outside lane. Round on the move, looking for that runner-up spot. It's still Dave Blanchard in command. Round is now second as the 2-lap marker is down. 2 laps to go. White flag waving. Dave Blanchard looking for win number 1 on the season for Jed Round, Carl Sylvia, and Dave Harrison. White flag down on the balance of the field. Checkered flag waving this time around. Dave Blanchard in for the win. Round, the runner-up. Sylvia is third. Harrison fourth. And Ed Harrington fifth. There you have it. 20-lap Charger Division feature event. Taking the victory first of the season for the number 26, Dave Blanchard. Runner-up spot going to the number 27 of Jed Round. Third, the 88 of Dave Sylvia. Fourth spot going to Dave Harrison in the number 7. And fifth spot going to the number 5 of Ed Harrington. Those your top 5 finishing positions in tonight's 20-lap Charger Division. That page in your program books. Once again, we have a lot of valuable prizes that have been offered to those of you who have purchased tonight's edition of the Seekonk Speedway program. So if you're ready, we will begin. First of all, from Fall River Tire, located at 260 Bedford Street in Fall River, a free front end alignment goes to the holder of program number 46312. 46312. The driver's seat on 87 Airport Road in Warwick will give a free can of octane booster to the holder of program number 45926. 45926. The Home Service Center, located at 1710 West Shore. Your qualified drivers for tonight's 50-lap Miller High Life Road to Charlotte qualifying event. We ask all drivers, after you have been introduced, to report to your car, stand there. And now, ladies and gentlemen, starting on the pole, driving the King Richard's Auto Sales number 15, ladies and gentlemen, Dave Rezendes. Starting second in the lineup, driving the C.P. Watson Paving, number 44, out of Bridgewater, Massachusetts, Jimmy Rosenfield. Row number 2 on the inside lane, driving the number 18, out of East Taunton, Bob Gallagher. And starting fourth on the field, driving the Al Cerrone Oldsmobile, number 40, from Attleboro, Ray Lee. Row number 3, the Eddie Chevrolet Buick, number 21, of Joey Cerullo. And starting sixth on the field, outside the third row, in the number 16, Frank Carpenter. 4 rows back, inside lane, driving the number 0, the Lenny's Auto Body Machine, Tim Carroll. And starting alongside Carroll, 8th on the field, the home service number 5 of Ed Flash Flanagan out of Warwick. Starting on the inside, row number 5, 9th in the starting order, driving the Wilson's Auto Parts number 4 from Foster, Rhode Island, Pete Wilson. And 10th in the starting lineup, driving the Auto Glass Works number 11 out of Acushnet, Jack Scott. 6 rows back, inside lane. He's got 1 feature win on the season in the Westport Auto Parts Family Auto number 14 from Westport, Rick Martin. And starting alongside Martin, 12th in the starting lineup, midway through the field, the Statewide Auto Sales 00 of Rich Caparco. Row number 7, inside lane, lucky number 13 starting position. 2 feature wins on the season, the current point standing leader and defending track champion with the all-new Centerline Precision Manufacturing number 6, Norm Holden. And starting alongside Holden, driving the Pete Wilson-owned number 4X, a man who needs no introduction at any racetrack in the Northeast. Ladies and gentlemen, from Rehoboth, Carl Bugsy Stevens. Eight rows back, inside lane, driving the 05 is Steve Humphrey. And starting alongside Humphrey in the RC Chassis number 92, feature winner last Saturday night, Greg Lassard. Row number 9, inside lane, 17th in the starting lineup, the Custom Auto Machine number 27 from Holbrook, Barry Shaw. And starting alongside Shaw, 18th in the starting order, the number 47 of Steve Dumas. Row number 10, inside, 19th. Driving the number 7 tonight is Lenny Ellis. And starting alongside Ellis in the Anderson Used Auto Parts number 77 from Halifax, Roy Hatala. 21st in the starting lineup, driving the number 32 will be George Gould. Starting in 22nd position, driving the number 20, Tracy Harrigan. And slated to go scratch on the field in the Nason Oil Company number 74, Charlie Perry. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your starting lineup for tonight's 50 lap feature event. Ladies and gentlemen, before we fire up the field, we would like to ask you one and all to please rise for first the plane of God Bless America. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The drivers will now mount themselves into the cars. They will be given the courtesy of several hot laps on the field, and then they will fall down in behind the Charlotte Motor Speedway pace car, and we will then play our national anthem. The laps, the distance. Pace cars have moved off the speedway. We are on the final safety lap. It'll be 50 green laps of racing. The pole sitter, Dave Resendiz, the number 15. Second generation driver, Jimmy Rosenfield out of Bridgewater in the number 44 alongside. Pole row being given the signal next time between 3 and 4. Look for the green to unfold. Balance of the field picking up the 1 to go marker. It's race time. 50 laps. $2,500 on the line for the winner. Dave Resendiz setting a slow pace. Going down the backstretch. Safety lights are out. Looking for the start to come. They pick up speed in between 3 and 4. Green flag is down. They're underway. Dave Resendiz out in front in the number 15. Bob Gallagher rides in second with the number 18, followed by Joe Cerullo, Frank Carpenter. Resendiz and Gallagher 1-2. Joey Cerullo riding in third in the number 21. Resendiz, second time out in the pros. Right now leading the field. Frank Carpenter on the inside in the number 16. Looking for second spot. He's got it at the line. Norm Holden and Bugsy Stevens starting to thread their way through some heavy traffic. Right now, running midway in the field, it's Resendiz, Carpenter, Jim Carroll, and Ed Flanagan, your top 4. Norm Holden now in the number 6 has moved his way on up into 5th spot. But Holden's got a problem. You can see flames underneath. Norm Holden's number 6, a fire under the hood. He acknowledges and goes into the pit area. A tough break for Norm Holden the lap before. Going into turn number 3, you can see the flames erupt. They started to bellow down underneath the body of the car. Not knowing if Holden was aware or not that he was sitting on a potential can of dynamite. The question is number 3 and 4. Looking for the start. They pick up speed. Green flag is down there, underway. On the restart, Frank Carpenter moves out in front. Resendiz drops back into second spot. It's Frank Carpenter in command. Dave Resendiz wanted in second. Joey Cerullo makes time down the backstretch. They go 3 and 4 wide. Bugsy Stevens caught up in a jam session. Rick Martin going around now in turn number 2. Caution flag is down. A tough break for Bugsy Stevens. He got involved in about a safety lights are out. And it looks like Bugsy Stevens will be unable to rejoin the field. It appeared as though it was front end damage on the number 4. Looking for the restart. Green is down there, underway. Norm Holden back out with the number 6. Norm Holden back out, but 2 down. It's Frank Carpenter out in front over Joey Cerullo, Pete Wilson, and Don Dio. Carpenter leads the charge. But Dione and Jack Scott on the move. Scott and Dione side by side down the backstretch and into turns 3 and 4. Steve Dumas a problem on the number 47. Dumas heads into the pit area. And Tracy Harrigan also a problem with the number 20 as she coasts to the high side of the speedway down the backstretch. It's still Carpenter, Cerullo, Jack Scott, Don Dione, and Pete Wilson. Frank Carpenter continues to set the pace. Ron LaPerche loose on the home stretch. Jack Scott trying to close in on the number 21 of Cerullo. Scott, one of the high point men, but yet the win of feature event in 1984. Pete Wilson retiring the number 4 from competition. Pete Wilson's 2 cars now out of competition. Joey Cerullo riding right on the rear bumper of Carpenter. But Don Dione and Greg Lessard have now moved past Jack Scott to take over 3rd and 4th. Trouble on the backstretch. The number 61, Ron LaPerche, out of shape, coming off turn number 2. Brings out the 3rd caution flag of the event on lap number 19. Frank Carpenter, Joey Cerullo, 1-2. Then Dione, Lessard, and Jack Scott. Of the top 5 runners at this point, 2 of the drivers have already made their way into victory lane in this 1984 season. They are the driver of the number 36, Don Dione, and the driver of the number 92, Greg Lessard, who jumped the top honors last Saturday. Field continuing to roll under caution. 3. Green flag is down, they're underway. Joey Cerullo on the outside lane, working away at the number 16 of Frank Carpenter. It's Cerullo and Carpenter 1-2. Then Dione and Lessard. Neither row with an advantage. Cerullo lets it all hang out, coming out of turn number 4. Joey Cerullo trying to go all the way. Cerullo continuing to work the outside groove, but as yet unable to overtake the number 16 of Carpenter. First 4 cars under a blanket. Don Dione and Greg Lessard also side by side. We're at the halfway. Carpenter and Cerullo continuing to run side by side, with Don Dione tucked down underneath. Dione now starting to make the advantage of the inside lane pay off. Jack Scott in trouble. Scott spins down onto the apron off turn number 2. It's Carpenter, Cerullo, Don Dione, 1, 2, 3. Tracy Harrigan in trouble with the number 20. And Don Dione spins on the home stretch. The number 20 of Tracy Harrigan had come to a halt up in turn number 2, and then Don Dione spun down on the home stretch. 28 laps down, we are past the halfway. Dione's number 36 overheating badly. The number 11, Jack Scott, going into the pit area. A black flag being displayed on the number 92 at Greg Lessard. All right, now we're set to go. 22 laps to a conclusion. Green flag is down, they're underway. On the restart, Joey Cerullo again looks for the lead, but Frank Carpenter is able to power back. Carpenter again out in front. Norm Holden in the number 6, once again back to rejoin the field. Ray Lee's got a problem. The number 40 goes to the pits. It's Frank Carpenter and Joey Cerullo, 1-2. Charlie Perry riding in third, followed by Rich Carpaccio and Rick Martin. The laps continuing to tick off. Frank Carpenter continuing to set the pace. Carpaccio now dicing with Charlie Perry. Coming out of turn number 2, Carpaccio's moved up into third. Rick Martin on the inside of Perry, and he moves into position number 4. Tracy Harrigan, again a problem with the number 20. Dave Resendiz out of shape with the number 15 in turn number 4. Caution flag is down. Caution flag thrown on lap 35. 17 of the original 24 starters still in competition. We go back to green. Joey Cerullo in the number 21 once again. Tries the outside of Frank Carpenter. Tim Carroll in trouble with the 0. Carroll retires onto the apron. Caution flag down. Caution flag thrown for the 0 of Tim Carroll. Are side by side, but this time Cerullo's on the inside lane. Green is down and they're underway. It's Joey Cerullo out in front. Frank Carpenter. Rich Carpaco, 1, 2, 3. The number 20 of Harrigan goes into the pit area. It's still Cerullo in command. Ten laps to go. 10. A lap marker is down. Still the two-car race between the 21 of Cerullo and the number 16 of Frank Carpenter. Carpenter now trying to come back. Frank Carpenter looking to the inside of Joey Cerullo. Rich Carpaco, a problem with the 00. And we go to caution. The 00, Rich Carpaco down. It's Joey Cerullo and the number 16, Frank Carpenter, 1, 2. Rick Martin, the number 14, riding in third. Martin, unofficially your third place car, as both Jack Scott and Norm Holden have been lapped on the field. Five laps to go. 5-lap marker. Joey Cerullo trying to go all the way to the checker. Laps starting to dwindle away, and Frank Carpenter, as he rides in second spot. Cerullo right now driving a flawless race. Two-lap marker is down. The field on the final 2 laps. White flag to be displayed this time by Frank Carpenter. A last-ditch effort, but it looks like Joey Cerullo is going to come to victory. Checkered flag waving. There you have it. Joey Cerullo In for win number 1 on the season in the number 21. Unofficially, we'll give you a top 3. We'll recap them in a couple of moments. The number 16, Frank Carpenter, in for the runner-up spot. And the number 14, Rick Martin, unofficially in third. The number 11 of Jack Scott and the number 6 of Norm Holden were lapped cars. So Joey Cirillo in the Eddie Chevrolet Buick, number 21. Taking the victory, the trophy presentation to be made by the representative of the Charlotte Motor Speedway, Mr. John Moose, who is on hand with us here this evening. And Cirillo, $2,500 richer, an additional $1,500 on tap for him if he competes in the Miller High Life 300 down at Charlotte come this October the 6th. A wild night of racing, a very competitive feature event, a heartbreaker for some of the favorites. Point leader Norm Holden, although finishing the event several laps off the pace, as he was in the pit area on several occasions this evening. Bugsy Stevens, first time out in one of the Pro Stock late models, going out via the crash route tonight. Feature winner. First win on the season, and a prestigious victory it is, as he wins the Seekonk Speedway Road to Charlotte qualifier, sponsored by Miller High Life. And a big payday in store for him tonight, as they are $2,500 richer with that brand new number 21. Officials continuing to retabulate the top finishing orders in this 50-lap grind. And at this point, we would like to, on behalf of D. Anthony Vendetti, the owner and promoter of the Seekonk Speedway, thank you one and all for your attendance here this evening. We always like to remind you that on the way home, to please drive safely. And of course, we'll be looking forward to seeing you once again next Saturday night. Again, it's race time, 7 p.m. And we will again be featuring the Charger Division, the mini stocks, both going in 20-lap feature events, plus a 30-lap, $1,000 to win main event for the Pro Stock late models. It all comes up next Saturday night, right here at the Seekonk Speedway. The picture-taking celebration continuing trackside. And of course, those victory photos will be available next Saturday night by our track photographer, Johnny Mercury, at